It's not as fast as my main one, and it sometimes stops. So go ahead, rolling.
Ever since I've installed them in other places for temporary times, and then rebuilt them, and I had to they get broken every once in a while, etc. So anyway, then on Tuesday of last week, the Driftwood just called me because the police had contacted them about putting a notification that they wanted to. I guess how she put it to me was that they were going to change they were going to probably try to make it safer for people to hitchhike, or not to hitchhike here, more or less. And I took that as well, I wonder what the reasons would be. And they asked for a statement. I said, well, I think that if they were looking to make a change, then I'd love to be a part of that change, and we could use this infrastructure to move what is a problematic moment for them. I don't know. Today I was able to contact the sergeant, and me were able to have a talk, and he again reiterated we're not actually trying to shut down hitchhiking, and from the way I understood it, hitchhiking is just the law is put in place to make safety happen on and around the roadway. So the main issue is you can be off the road and ask for a ride all you like. So I kind of tried to present oh, it'd be really nice to be able to talk through a solution, etc. So I kind of came to this protest bringing these signs that are they question, I guess, the fact. I think it was a hitchhiking blog before I did this thing. Yay. I just made it a little bit more feasible for people to hitchhike. And then they ultimately came here, and my goal was to take the energy of the community and try to say well, we could harness this. We don't have to think of the new rules for us. We could make the new rules with us. And I think that that's the strength of our community, is that we actually do have a lot of input, we do have a lot of intent and a lot of intelligence. And I think that the police officers are lucky to have us involved. And I don't know, I like talking to people that want to try to help me out. So hopefully I came with some of the energy that I wanted to bring, and so I brought this board. I was daunted, but maybe I was it's fine. Someone should try to direct it towards positive change. I'd already planned to and have put into motion a plan for an art event in the market, where I try to create signs with the community for the rest of the island in one fell swoop, which was always too big of a task for me. But I think if we could get the whole island invested in this, and the people that are making choices for us, if we could get them to understand some of the things that we're going through, and I think they're really invested in doing that, we can. So some really positive communication came out of this. I think I at least presented a short and a long-term goal to people who seem to want to make that presentation. I think that there's also space to, as we design roadways in the future, we think this is actually one of the legislation pieces that we care about on our island, which is our right to hitchhike and our right to do it safely. And so that really works with what the police's mandate here is that they want to make it safer. So why don't we start engaging with how to make it safer? So I think we have developed a pretty good idea. A concept artist even was here that started drawing it up. And I don't know, it seems good. There's also a lot of, I haven't actually read all of it yet, but I know there's been I think there'll be a lot of positive change potentially. I don't know, it's a way to go forward with rallies and group thinks that I think in general I want. Even public meetings, we should have action attached to all of them, or art at least attached to all of them, instead of just being talkers forever, which I'm pretty good at too. But it hurts me if I just talk too long without solving the problems. There you go.
Thank you. That's great. And your name again?
Brian.
Brian what?
Dubian.
Brian Dubian. Thank you. And it's okay to put this on YouTube and whatnot?
Sure.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Is it weird though?
No, but to hold that sign up, I just want to get a still here. So just hold the sign up a bit more. And yeah, perfect. And a little smile.
That are very similar.